My family ditched me at a gas station when I was 12. No call, no panic, just taillights fading. Last month, they mailed me a black tie wedding invite like I was some distant cousin. So I showed up and handed my brother the one thing he couldn't edit out. I was 30 by then. In our house, family bonding meant my dad's rants were lessons, and my older brother was the golden boy. I was the quiet kid, the one who needed to toughen up. One August night, I spilled a soda in the back seat. My brother smirked and said he did it on purpose. My dad pulled into the next gas station, furious. "You want to act grown?" he snapped. "Figure your own way home." I laughed at first. Then the SUV door slammed. Then the engine revved. Then they left. I slept behind the dumpster because the clerk told me, "Ain't a daycare kid." 80 miles from home. No money, no phone. The next morning I found a payphone and called the only adult who ever acted like one, my teacher. She picked me up and fed me. When I walked into my house, nobody looked surprised. My mom barely glanced up. "Took you long enough," my brother muttered. "Should have walked faster." My dad ate breakfast like nothing happened. That was the day I stopped trying to belong. I graduated like a ghost, worked non-stop, moved across the country at 18, and changed my number. I became a software engineer. I adopted a skittish rescue dog who flinched at loud voices. Then a thick envelope showed up. Gold engraved invitation. Vineyard venue. A note. It would mean a lot to the family. No apology, just a request to smile for the photo. I didn't RSVP. I wanted the surprise. I packed one thing I'd kept for years. A photo of 12-year-old me outside that gas station. My teacher had mailed it later with one line: "You survived." At the rehearsal dinner, I stayed back and watched. My parents laughed with strangers like they'd always been decent. My brother saw me and his face flickered. Then he turned away. At the reception, I looked for my place card, and it didn't exist. The table sign said, "Reserved for family." Funny. I stood there like an extra in someone else's movie. My mom spotted me and sipped her wine. "Oh, you made it." "I didn't see a seat for me," I said. "Must be a mistake." She shrugged. "We didn't do seating." My brother walked over, voice low. "Didn't think you'd actually come. You invited me." "I told mom and dad to invite you," he said. Like that fixed it. I pulled the photo from my jacket. He went still. "That was years ago," he whispered. "And you never turned back," I said. "Not once." Later, the MC clinked a glass. And now, a special toast from the groom's brother. My parents froze mid-sip. My brother's jaw tightened. I stood anyway. I walked up to the mic, slow and steady. Then I tapped it once, just to hear it ring. Then the room went quiet in a weird ripple. "Next," I said, "I'm his younger brother." After that, I lifted the photo for everyone to see. Again, I waited while heads leaned and mouths opened. Then I said, "This was taken after they left me at 12. Finally, I set it down and kept my hands visible. Chairs creaked. Someone set a glass down too carefully. "I spilled a soda," I said. "They told me to man up." They drove away. I looked at my parents. My dad went pale. My mom's smile collapsed. And until this invitation, I figured they liked pretending I didn't exist. I turned to my brother. "You wanted a picture-perfect day," I said. "So here's my gift." I placed the photo on the head table, right in front of him. Then I walked out. That night, his wife left me a voicemail. "I'm not mad," she said. "I'm sorry no one told me." It was the first apology I'd heard in 18 years. 3 days later, my dad mailed me a threat. "Let it go," he wrote. "There will be consequences." Still no apology, just control. Cool. Now I had proof in his own handwriting. I scanned it and backed it up. Then I sent it to a journalist I'd met through my work. The article went live with the photo and the letter. People shared it everywhere. Old relatives messaged me, shocked and guilty. My brother's perfect story started cracking. His wife emailed again. "He told me he was an only child," she said. A week later, she filed for an annulment. My parents found my number and screamed into voicemail about humiliating the family. My dad's last line was cruel. "You always were too soft." I deleted the message. I didn't regret it. I slept easier after that. So tell me, if someone tried to erase you, would you stay quiet or would you show up with receipts?